I try to connect with the elements of a landscape that really speak to me, that hit my emotional buttons in here, and I try to get that onto my painting to relate to the viewer. This piece that I have in the show is one that I really enjoy doing because, of course, there's fog and mist and sunlight all mixed into the distance behind where I'm working and illuminating these boats on the beach, and it always catches my eye when something like that happens. So I set up my easel right in front of it and I start working. While this one is very tranquil and very peaceful, I brought a painting with me that I did last January at Kilauea Volcano on the big island of Hawaii. Judy and I were over there for 2 weeks staying at Kona, and we understood that the volcano was due to erupt on a Tuesday morning. I've never had an experience like this in my entire life as an artist. I'm walking out, the ground is shaking, the volcano's erupting. There's a rock about the size of a Volkswagen Bug right in front of me with a sign that says 14-ton rock tossed out of the volcano in 1988. I just carefully set up my easel at the edge of the barricade that they had made so that nobody could get into the caldera, so to speak, and did 2 paintings that morning. I did one. This one was the first one I did in under 1 hour. Actually, it was under 40 minutes that I painted this. And I really got into a zone with it because there is a volcano erupting. That's real fire, that's real heat. There's steam right behind my easel coming up. There's steam in the valley all around me for 3 miles coming out of the ground. There were signs as I walked out on the path that said, "Watch for sudden cracks and fissures in the earth." When I finished this second painting, this little girl showed up at the volcano. And she had a black and white Polaroid camera. She was with her mother. And she said, "Can I take a picture of your picture?" I said, "Of course you can." So while she did, I photographed her, not even really thinking about her red hair and the relation to the volcano and my painting. But you can see it in this photo, all 3. There's almost the exact same shade of red. So at first I named her Little Red, and then when we drove back towards Kona, I said, I think she was the daughter of Pele. She showed up at exactly the right moment, exactly when I finished my painting to do this. In fact, she took a picture of me with her black and white Polaroid, terrible quality, but there we are. There's the painting that she photographed, and there I am taking my picture of her. So it was just one of those, magical moments, because when she finished and handed me the photo, she looked like Lois Lane on Superman handing a photo over to me. She said, "Here you go," and the volcano stopped. It just stopped. So I hope you enjoyed the little sidebar, because here's 2 completely different paintings. One dealing in nothing but tranquility and distant fog and mist and atmosphere. Another one dealing with atmosphere, but in a very violent way, and but also very colorful.